Hello and welcome to Frank's School, 156th day. This is one of my most ragged work shirts, but in a sense I'm wearing it almost in honor of St. Francis. There was a pause. Yesterday I didn't do a class because I had to stop and think. The issue came up. I had been worried about what am I allowed to do on YouTube? To what extent can I quote a film? I mean, I'm studying a film, Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, and I'm filming myself as I watch it on TV and talk about it. Is that okay? Well, YouTube noticed, that image of St. Francis going across the roof, reaching out to the little bird, is so famous that they spotted that, and that lined up with their database, I guess you'd say. And they found it, and they said they had spotted third-party material, I think is what they call it. And so what did that mean? And I looked into it, and at worst, I mean, if you just decided you were just going to start putting stuff free on YouTube, just putting it on there so everybody could have it for free, as I understand it, if you do that 3 times, your channel is done. They close the channel down, and you can never again create a new channel from that computer. I guess you could buy a new computer or something, but anyway, that would be a shame in my class because I have over 700 videos on my channel. I mean, I say class, it's an entire class, and so that's something to think about. Also, at this point I'm thinking next year, I'm going to go back to my first year's course and do the same thing with all those clips. I've got hundreds of clips that I used when I was teaching in school, where I knew it was okay to do it. Well, anyway, I studied it. I had to sort of become a little bit of a mini lawyer in copyright law. But YouTube makes it very possible. I mean, they help you out. They want to make sure you understand what you can do and what you can't. And by the policy of fair use, I'm fine. What I'm doing is fine. There are 4 factors, and I don't think I've got exactly all 4 of them. And it's not cut and dry. It doesn't always matter that you're not getting any money for it, or that you are getting money for it. That doesn't always matter. It doesn't always matter how long, how much of the piece you have. That also doesn't necessarily matter. It's why are you doing it? And if there's transformation, that word keeps coming up, transformation. If what you're putting online has been transformed, it is somehow different from the original, then it's allowable, usually. I mean, again, it's up to a judge. I mean, this stuff goes to court, and sometimes there's lots of money involved. The law is not black and white. A judge decides. But if it has been transformed in many ways, then it's something new. That's something else. Is it something new other than the original? And that is encouraged or smiled upon, usually. I suspect that when Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, if it's on there with German subtitles or Spanish subtitles, you could probably watch the whole thing on YouTube because it's been transformed. Criticism. If you're criticizing a work, good or bad, you're allowed to quote. I use the word quote because I'm more of a written language man. And I'm doing that. I'm obviously transforming it because you're not watching a film, you're watching me watch the film on television. Commentary. If you want to make commentary, you're allowed to quote or use copyrighted material. And teaching is very much protected. For the purpose of teaching, you're allowed to do it. It was very interesting, this learning that I did. When I was sort of advised of this, I had the choice of acknowledging that I had committed this or had done this, or to dispute it. And acknowledge was already boxed. You're just supposed to click on it. But I thought, no, I'm not going to acknowledge that because it must be okay what I'm doing. And so I clicked on dispute. And that's when YouTube's, came forward with their information about how could you dispute it. If it was for money, forget it. isn't necessarily going to be a guaranteed thing. But then when I saw the word fair use, that was key. And I looked into fair use, and then I saw, yes, that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I hope I haven't been too long about this, but perhaps this could help you and put you at ease also as far as what I'm going to do. All right, now I'm going to go on with a discussion of Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. So see you in the next video, I hope.